Good evening, family. This is your brother, Rich Long, and I'm just here to keep it real. Back at it once again. Today, I want to talk to you guys about learning to show respect. It's important, you know what I'm saying? It's essential, really, especially if you plan on really being your own boss. You know what I'm saying? Making any type of substantial business moves and allowing money to exchange hands and touch your hand with other people. You know, any type of business that involves clientele, which is our business. You have to learn how to give respect. And it's not just about business, you know, but this is how you handle business. It's also about just walking through life and knowing that you're owed respect because you haven't disrespected. You know, I am 29 years old, and at 29 years old, I have learned to give respect. It took me 29 years to learn that because it wasn't taught in the home properly. It was said, but it was not, I had nobody to shadow other than my grandparents. And, you know, it was the 90s. They may not have gotten their due respect. So I may not have seen the proper respect. Not that goes from the white man to even myself. I might not have respected my own self. Okay, a lot of times, you know, I didn't know that respect is something you give freely. You know, I thought it was something to be earned because no one had given it to me. You know, I had been disrespected in life. And with that, it caused the chip to be on my shoulder. I'm just now learning that everybody doesn't operate in that fashion. Some people are here to help. Some people were sent here to be helpmates to you. God sent some people here to make your life easier. You might not know who they are. It might be in ways that you overlook. It might be in ways that are obvious. But it all means nothing in the end if you're regretful because you didn't show those people proper respect. Myself, I have had this experience. I regret right now. One of my biggest secrets and my biggest regrets is that I don't feel that I showed my grandmother proper respect while she was on this earth before she transitioned. Now, in saying that, that's nobody's business. That's between me and her. But I'm letting you in and letting you know that this is something that I internally battle with. I talked to her about it. She's crossed over and gone to a better place. I've talked to her about it a lot since she's transitioned. You know, I've tried to make amends because I felt extreme guilt because I couldn't deal with the weight of what it was that I was seeing when I was seeing her in a state outside of what was normal to me. She had a stroke, and it was as if I saw her as a brand new person, and it was hard for me to cope with. So every time I saw her, I could not hold my emotions in. I would just fall apart. And it would take a lot out of me. I'm a really emotional person. And I let that get in the way of a lot of time because I didn't feel it was anything. I felt helpless, you know, because I knew the talks that I had with my grandmother, and she had a vision of all of these things. She had told me when I was a senior in high school, she said, never let me go to a nursing home. I said, Grandma, why would I do that? She was like, just don't let it happen. I was like, okay. She said, just don't let it happen. I said, I'm not. But she knew that something might happen to her. Maybe she knew her health. Maybe you know, maybe she could feel that things weren't the same as what they had been. Maybe she knew something more than what she would tell me, you know, me being a child. But she knew to get me ready. She knew that in that time she started telling me about everybody. She would tell me everybody's business, but not in a disrespectful way. She wanted me to know these people, which was my family, like my whole family, because she wanted me to know what I was dealing with. Because, you know, like most black families, the situation is complex, and if you don't know, you won't be prepared. And she also needed me to understand I was gonna be on my own. But she would tell me things. But I say all that to say that I was so young that I don't excuse it, but I was so young that I did not conceive of her being the biggest blessing in my life, and that once I didn't have her, I would never have something like that again until I met my wife. And then nothing could ever fill that void with my grandmother. A wife, that's another level, that's a different facet, she plays a different part. But yeah, man, I wish I could change time and rewind time and do it again and find a better way, because she deserved more than what I gave, and you don't want to experience it. It's a terrible feeling. I have to live with this for the rest of my life. And also, it's different, it's layered, it's different shit. It's more that go into that, but I'm gonna leave it at that. Because it's personal. We might touch on it later if it resonate with me to make another video, or if it resonate with y'all to reach out to me for me to go more in depth on it. But yeah, man, just try to give people the proper respect, and that's everybody, not just your grandma, the person at the store, the person holding the door open for you, somebody when you staying with them, when you staying with people. It's people out here who staying with people and don't respect them. Your lover, try to get a proper respect. Your mother and father, that's something I'm trying to learn, how to respect my parents, because I feel that my parents may not respect me, may not have ever respected me, and I'm trying to figure out how to place that in my life. What do I do? Do I do anything? Is there anything to do? I've said so much. I'm to the point right now where I'm really still trying to find myself inside of myself. I know who I am, but I'm only now learning. Like I told you, I'm learning things that at this age that I've never tapped into, things that are new. I learned a lot of new things. Even though I'm almost 30 years old, I'm still learning. I'm forever learning. But yeah, I don't want to make it too complex. I know one thing about us as people, we all want to be respected. So we have to set the example. We have to set the tone. We have to be respectable. Like, no bullshit. I don't even believe in respectability politics, but we have to start respecting one another and giving each other the proper respect. It's a shame that we can put on a brand new face and a new voice and be a new person when we go in to get money at a job, but when it come down to one another, look, spirit trying to interrupt. I don't know what that's about. Sneeze 3 times. Anyways, when it come down to one another, we don't know how to show no respect down there. And it's a weakness. It's a sign of weakness. It's our weakest trait. It could be our greatest downfall. It really has been. It already has been. It's what led us into slavery. Damn. I'm gonna have to go, y'all. I'm gonna have to go get this COVID test. Nah, man. Hopefully. Yeah, but this your boy Rich Long, and I'm just here to keep it real. Peace.